Hey guys, I wanted to give you just a quick tutorial on how to use the templates for your newspaper project on Schoology. First, you'll want to look at Schoology here. I'll just go here. And you'll want to click on it here. Watch this link first. It's about 6 minutes long, kind of a cool video on North Dakota. And then click on your Midwest project here. I'm just going to go view. You can just go view too, because you're not going to hand this piece of paper in. Your directions are to you, the pro writer and editor of the Peterson Times. Your boss, me, is putting you on location somewhere in the Midwest to do an interest story. Your job is to write a piece informing the people about your state. The best thing you do, the best thing is you get to choose your state. Your state must be a Midwest region project. So you have to pick a state from the Midwest. In your paper, you need to tell me, I don't know why it says them, I guess because of the Peterson Times, what state you are doing. On the top, make sure you have the title of your state on your paper and a date and title to every short story you write. You can put an overall date just on the top of your paper, but you do need a title for each story. Tell the people about at least 3 tourist attractions in that state. So if it's, for example, North Dakota, you could put the Badlands, you could put the Heritage Center in Bismarck, and you could put the Aviation Museum in Fargo, if that's the 3 you want to do. It can be anything you want from the state you are doing. Write at least a short piece about each place. If you just find a place in your state, they're probably going to have a website and they're probably going to have some info on there. And just basically what you're doing is pulling off the who, what, when, where, and why of each place that you go to. So the 3 tourist attractions. Find, as number 4 says, some scenic pictures from your state, and you could relate them to your tourist attractions, and then describe each in a caption, and I'll show you that template here in a second. And then finally, use Microsoft Word and search newspaper. Most of the formatting will be done for you, and I'm going to show you right now how to do that. So I'm going to click on Word, and this template should come up. On the top right here, you want to search newspaper, just like that, and this should come up. You may use a newspaper, or you may use a flyer or a newsletter format. I'm not going to go over flyer and newsletter though. You'll have to figure that out on your own if that's what you want to use. So just type newspaper in here. It will not pop up until you type the full word. And I'm just going to choose one. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so what we have here is a template to do a newspaper, and I'm sure you've worked with them. The other classes started their project and they picked it up pretty quickly. Excuse me. On the top, you got to kind of double and triple click it. Put the date. Okay, so I put 10/24, and then the day. That means like the day of the week, so it'll be Friday, and then the issue number or whatever you want to put for that. I don't care, and you don't even have to put anything. Just make sure you delete things that you leave. And then to get out of this header footer thing, we have to double click. Oh, I'll get out of here. There, we just have to double click on it. You can name your newspaper whatever you want, although you are all owned by the Peterson Times, but you can name it whatever you want. So this is a little big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it. I'm just going to take the size down here. Okay, there, we're all lined up. Okay, so we can highlight all this stuff, and we can change all this stuff. You have spots for pictures, excuse me. You have spots for your caption here. Okay, you can have spots for a story here and here and here, and you can use whatever template you want. Excuse me, to do your stories. Whatever newspaper template you want. I don't care if it's this one. You only have to use the first page. If everything fits on the first page, you're fine. But you can use more. That's fine with me. I will. You will not lose any points for only using the first page. So, if you wanted to change anything on here, you just highlight it, put what you want to change, author name, change it there. Date. Whoops. The date. Go down here. Oh, well, let me go down. So maybe I got to do something else. So you guys can figure that part out. And you can just fill it in as is. Just make sure you follow your directions on Schoology here. When you are done, please take and submit your project on Schoology. And I would appreciate you submitting it there. You can print one out, but I just want it on Schoology, please. As you see here, as soon as we get where we're supposed to be, I have it on Friday, but it is due on Monday. It is due on Monday, or the next time I see you. I think it's Monday. So that's how you do it. Have fun tomorrow. Make sure you follow all rules, and I will be back on Monday.